I'm on Instagram and just chilling back. I haven't chosen my gown yet.
Yeah.
Find one I love,
Yeah.
go home, and I go to sleep, wake up in the morning, open up my phone and...
It's everywhere, isn't it?
Well,
It's all over your feed.
the
Every
feed-
single app you find, there it is.
there it is. I liked my dress until...
It was hijacked by the algorithm.
Now, what on earth does that mean? Tell me.
Social media and
Yes.
how it is curating your wedding to the point of the same as everyone else's.
Aha.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm on Instagram, for example, like most of us are, or I'm looking on
Yeah.
any of the platforms
Yeah.
and just chilling back. I haven't chosen my gown yet,
Yeah.
but I'm starting to look at various designs
Yeah.
and start trying on dresses. Find one I love,
Yeah.
go home, look at the designer, because if you're coming in here, you'll know it's by a designer.
Yes.
And I go to sleep, wake up in the morning, open up my phone and...
It's everywhere, isn't it?
Well,
It's all over your feed.
the
Every
feed-
single app you find, there it is.
there it is. but there it is, and it's multiplied.
Yes.
It's multiplied
Yes.
into other designers. It's
Yes.
multiplied, but they
Similar
all...
ones?
Yes.
Similar dresses?
They all look the same.
Yes,
They all look the same.
it is.
Okay, so how does a person wanting to find a gown or wanting to navigate pick the eyes out of the good without the overwhelm? Because if I saw that, I love my dress, I'm about to say yes, woo, tick.
Yeah.
Emotional tick, huge tick, can start my partner's, outfit selection.
Yeah.
And, am I off the mark? Have I...
Got something someone else has gotten, something
Am I so
everyone's
old?
got.
Yes. Am I so old-fashioned that I'm so far behind the times that it's going to be almost an embarrassment because it's the saturation
Yeah.
of a product?
Yeah.
I'm a bride. What do I do?
Well, I think the good thing is to know there's nothing wrong with you.
Oh, that's good.
I think a lot of our brides today, which is nice, will start early in their wedding search. So depending on, unless you're getting married in 8 months or 6 months, which there are some brides that do, there is nothing against that, just very quick. Quick to get things sorted and quick to get things happening, which can also help. So you're getting started early, and it means that you're looking at things online and you're looking at maybe wedding dress, wedding shoes, veil, venue, flowers, all that kind of thing. And what it does, I did a little investigation into the algorithm. You're
Yeah.
welcome, guys. It then lumps what you're looking at into categories. So the algorithm is basically categories of things. So it's probably gone bridal flowers, wedding dress, engagement rings, wedding rings. It's lumped all these categories together, and it's probably gone bride as your overarching category. So now it knows this person is a bride looking at bridal things. Let's throw bridal things at them.
Okay.
And it can go as specific as wedding dress.
Okay, so question on
Yeah.
that, so that you don't get the mind mess.
Yeah.
Another word comes to mind, but I won't say it. I like pink flowers.
Yeah.
Or in my case, it'd be hydrangeas. I love hydrangeas and I love blue
Beautiful.
ones.
Yeah.
Is it going to mess with my mind where it's going to give me just blue, or is it going to give me pink, green, orange, and then it's just like,
Yeah, it's going to give you hydrangeas, and it's going to give you all the colour hydrangeas. It may get so specific that it gives you the blue hydrangeas all the time if you're looking at them consistently.
So how does it know to do this? Because
You're interacting with it. That's the thing.
Because I thought
Yeah.
to myself, I'm so smart.
Yeah.
And I went on to AI in
Yeah.
preparation for our chat today.
Yeah.
And I looked it up and I said, if I'm on, and I'll choose, say, Instagram as an example,
Yeah.
and I'm viewing, but I don't tick the like button or the heart button,
Yeah.
and I don't like or follow that person, is that going to give me immunity from having data collected?
Yeah.
And it said no. It said irrespective, whatever you're watching, it's going to collect. Now,
Yeah.
I know that you can go into the back end and sometimes you can clear the viewing history.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
who
think
has
it's,
time to do that, or who thinks to do that on a regular basis?
no one has time to do that. And I think it's also, just because you don't interact with this one thing of hydrangeas, it means you're going to Google and you're going to look up florists in my area, or you're going to, same thing with dresses, you're looking at local bridal stores in my area, you're looking at designers on Instagram, but you might also look at the TikTok of the bridal designer.
Yeah.
You might look at Google to find where the stockists are. So it's it's a whole cross-promotional thing, because
What about
we know
ChatGPT?
ChatGPT
Do you
is
search on
probably the worst.
ChatGPT?
I do search on
I
ChatGPT.
do all of my search on ChatGPT. I don't
Yeah.
go on Google or any of the other platforms anymore.
Yeah,
I go onto Chat.
I do. It depends on what I'm using it for. When I'm trying to compare the pair for a lot of things, or
Yes.
compare different things together,
Yeah.
because I don't know if that's copyrighted. When I'm trying to compare different things, that's when I'll
Where
go
is that from?
onto-
Why would that be copyrighted?
I think it's the Industry Super Fund.
Okay. Oh, well, we've used it. We've used
Sorry
it.
about it. So yeah, when I'm trying to compare a couple things, I do go to ChatGPT, where it's sort of like, find me 5 different, say, hydrangea sellers
Right.
for in my area. And my area is this, and it'll bring up 5 different sellers, and then they'll give me links to the websites. So I find ChatGPT is helpful in terms of it helps you get about maybe
I think it's
80% of
replaced
the way.
Google in the sense that,
Yeah.
and you could also say, I'm looking for florists that have you've got to give it context. So
Yes.
I am getting married and I'm going to have my bouquet and I'm going to have 5 attendants.
Yeah.
And this is the look that I want, and bing, here's an image by the way.
Yeah.
And that's great. And because I think when it's in chat, you've got more control. But when you go into, I don't know TikTok as well as you do.
Yeah.
Does TikTok flood you with information like the other platforms do? If you start looking at something, it goes, gotcha. And then it starts inundating you
Yeah.
with more of the same.
Yeah, and I think as well it's the idea of like Google is like the less words you have, the better, and you sort of have to find it yourself. Whereas ChatGPT is kind of like an assistant where you go, hey, I want 10 skirts from Calvin Klein, and they'll
Yes.
just go and they'll just find it for you. Whereas, yeah, Google, you have to just be like, florist in my area, and that's where they
And
come.
then
and
you've
you
got
do
to
it
keep
yourself.
hunting, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
Go on,
TikTok's,
baby, go on.
TikTok's like the small child that you're just like, show me flowers.
Yeah.
And then you've just got to hope for the best that they give you what you're looking
Yeah.
for. And
Yeah.
they'll just throw a million flower videos at you.
Yeah, it's interesting. But so thinking of the gown,
Yeah.
okay, and
Yes.
one of the things that I think's worth noting and discussing here is that because the reality is of this algorithm across the various platforms, if you search, for example, a basque gown,
Yeah.
you'll get so many of them that it, for the first time ever, and having been around as we have for a while,
Yeah.
you'd get a collection in that would arrive generally in time for the new season bride. So people that are looking December, January, February, March, usually for weddings that are taking place at the end of that year. What used to happen is that brides would try on in January, February, March, maybe get married towards the end of the year, and that would be when the market as a whole would see the gowns and see the collection. Whereas now it's moving so quickly, and you know this yourself, that if they see a basque skirt, we've had them,
Yeah.
and before
And
brides
out of-
have worn
out
them,
of style in 6 months.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah. Well, this takes me back to a quote by Xochitl Gonzalez, who is she's an author, an American author.
So,
or
so how do you
Mexican
pronounce
author.
her name?
Xochitl Gonzalez.
Xochitl Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she did an interview for a magazine. I can't remember what magazine it was, but she said a really powerful phrase to me, which was the democratization of the wedding. So it was sort
Yes.
of like, because we've got all of these runways now, they're all posting on social media. We've got runways, we've got wedding fashion, we've got, say, 2026 fashion coming in at your fingertips, basically, because
Yes.
new designers
Yeah,
are
you don't have to
showing
wait
the preview
anymore.
images.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't have to wait anymore, and you're not getting, say, I remember you saying this, magazines that you would then have to purchase off the rack as the new collections were there.
Yeah,
So
they would, because
what you
I
could
come from
find-
magazines in the olden days, but
Yeah. So
yeah,
what you
they
could
would
find in the
coordinate it,
magazines
yes.
were what was available right then and there.
Correct, that's
Whereas
exactly right.
brides are seeing stuff for next year that's not even released yet by the designers. So I think it's starting to, this democratization of fashion has been, people are so in tune to what's right now and what is happening in the future that I think we're getting ahead of ourselves. And I think that's what the whole social media thing is that we're sort of, people are looking beyond what's new. And that's where the hard thing comes in, because mask waste, for example.
Yes.
Whereas that would have been the new hot thing for, say, 2025 and 2026. We're seeing Melbourne brides being so clued in that they've seen it so much on social media that they're over it now.
Don't want to play. Don't want to
exactly.
play. No,
They
I don't
came
want
and went
that.
in the span
Not
of
that.
months.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very interesting to
Yeah.
see that kind of shift and how social media is really not ruling the trends, but it really influences how brides are looking at their wedding gown.
Yeah, and that's why I think it's a different process than it used to be, and I think that the brides are also finding it much harder to make a
Yes.
decision, because how often do we hear, what is the last day that I
Yes.
can order this gown so that it will arrive in time to have alterations and to be ready for my wedding day?
Yes.
What is the last day? And that extends to veils and why?
Yeah.
Why? Oh,
And
I
that
just
is
wanna
the
make sure.
reason.
Yes, sorry, go
the
on.
reason is I don't want to miss out. It's because I don't want a new collection to pop up and surprise me. And I
Yes.
don't want to miss out on that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to miss out on, what dress could be waiting around the corner. And I think that's why the social media thing's so big, is because anything could pop up at you and go, oh, that's my dress, but I've already ordered one. And that's where that whole when's the last day that I can order comes into it, because it's the very last day, you can stop looking and go, okay, I've not found anything else that's better. Let me grab that one. And I think that's the sort of mindset that our brides are in now, where they're sort of like, because I'm so tuned into social media, even though I'm seeing all these things that are the same, if I see the one that I like, I need to wait until, if I don't see anything else that is comparing to it.
Okay, so what if you love it? Because you're right.
Yeah.
The cycle of the seasons and the fashion weeks, yes,
Yeah.
they exist.
Yeah.
But people are just bringing things out at different times, like an injection
Yeah.
of 3 or 4 styles in our industry
Yeah.
is not uncommon off-season,
Yeah.
that maybe it's September, there's
Yeah.
new gowns coming up, but it could be in April or May,
Yeah.
there's an injection of 3 new styles.
Yeah.
But if they're promoted in January and February, what is the likelihood, and I sort of know the answer to this, but what's the likelihood that you get to May when it comes out and they're like, well, that's done, I've moved on. But what they've moved on to is the same cycle that they've just endured, which is love, like, want to try it. It's not available now. And by the time it becomes available and it's in store for brides to explore, in our case, brides to explore, it's, oh, hang on, something else has grabbed my attention. And I love that. But that's not going to be available for another 4 months.
Yeah.
So it perpetuates.
It's almost like the thrill of the hunt, isn't it? Where you're like,
Yeah.
I just
Get
want
'em
something
all,
I
get 'em
can't
all.
have. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like, I just want something I can't have. It's almost like when they're finding their husband, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I want the unavailable one. Let me grab the emotionally unavailable one.
Well, it's like that when you go to a restaurant, isn't it? The
Yeah.
minute that they've run out of the cheesecake, it's like,
That's the one thing you've been wanting the whole day.
I'd sell my shoes for, take my shoes, I just want cheesecake.
Yeah, exactly.
I need the cheesecake. And
Exactly.
say, sorry, madam, it doesn't, I
Exactly.
wouldn't behave like that.
And I
but-
mean, there's something almost innate about someone telling you, oh, no, you can't have that one, that just makes you want it.
Yes.
So I think that's where the that idea comes in of, the collection being not released yet. And it could be the reason that the whole hype-driven phase has kind of been such a big thing with Gen Z. It's like you see it with sneakers, you see it with fashion collections, you see it with these Labubus that are coming out. It's the whole thing of the creating demand for it by having it sold out everywhere makes it a bit more exclusive,
But
which
that's
I mean,
marketing,
we're
isn't it?
exclusive anyway.
Yeah.
And we it drives that demand for it by going, it's not out yet, but here it is, and you can grab it as soon as it's out.
But
so I
yeah,
think that's
I-
that kind of cycle. It's a
yeah.
little bit vicious.
Well, it is, but I also think that, in truth, that concept is as old as the hills. But
Yes.
I think that the theory about you can't have it.
Yeah.
Bridals, I mean, I get it with a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
But bridal's slightly different in the sense that, unlike a pair of shoes, you've got lots of other shoes that you can wear until that
Yeah, we're trying
That
to get one
fashion-
wedding dress.
One wedding dress, and it is time dependent. And I think
Yeah.
we've discussed in our other Bridecasts the concept around how long does it take,
Yeah.
and
And it's longer than you think.
it's a lot longer.
Yeah.
I've been on email this morning with a lady who's overseas. She's getting married in February.
Yeah.
And she's not going to be back until the end of October. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah, all of our designers are delivering in February.
yeah, yeah.
Right
So-
when the wedding is.
Yeah, so it's
Even
it's,
March.
It's a balancing act, and I
Yeah.
suppose using the social media, it's designing the weddings,
Yeah.
but we've got to find a balance point for the brides where they say, okay, I'm at a point I need to make a decision.
Yeah.
And as we say to them, now that you've ordered your gown, unfollow
Yeah,
all of those other delete. Just
it
keep
all.
looking at the same one and
Yeah.
think about your shoes and your accessories.
Yeah.
Stay with that, because otherwise it's going to muck with your head, because there's always going to be something else out there.
And I've even found that, like, we've had new designs come in, we have them come in yearly, and even the brides that are the first to buy and the first to come in for their dress fittings, they have even said to me recently, I bought this gown and I've seen it so much on social media since I bought it. And it can just prove how strong the algorithm is, where
Yes.
they've bought the gown, they're now looking at shoes to complement the gown. So they may even have photos of themselves in the gown on the camera roll. They may have gone to the website for the designer to see how the designer styles it. They may have gone onto the social media of the designer. But that means now that specific dress is in their rotation. So they're going to keep seeing this
Yeah.
gown over and over again. So it's so interesting to see that now, where the brides are telling me, I've seen this dress so much now since I bought it.
Yeah.
Because that's what's happening. They're looking at the gown, they're finding it everywhere, and
And it's
now
a global
in their
market.
system.
It's not just
That's it.
it's not just like you're seeing the X number of brides in Australia that have worn the gown.
Yeah.
You've got Germany and America and all of these
That's it.
places, and they suddenly feel that their choice is not one that's making them as happy as
Yeah.
it could.
And that's
I
it,
mean,
because
to be
we're,
diplomatic, or try to be diplomatic.
Yeah,
it's
because
like-
we're exclusive in Victoria,
Yes.
sometimes Australia, and a lot of
Yes.
our designers are really nice independent designers, which is great, so they're not everywhere. But the gown, like you said, still gets sold over in Germany, in that boutique in Germany they have, over
Yes.
in that one boutique in America. So it means that in those markets, those brides are going to wear the dress.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of thing as
So
well.
what do you do? Okay, so they've come in. I mean, we're sort of sidestepping a bit.
Yeah.
I know that when brides come in to see us, the most the most nervous they'll ever be
Yeah.
is when they meet their dress after ordering it, and you can quickly turn them around. They put it on and they realise that, hey,
Yeah, love
no
it.
one is me.
Yes.
No one is going to look like me.
Yes.
And they fall back
I
in
still
love
look
with it.
fabulous in it too.
Yeah.
I look great in it.
Yeah,
And
so
that's what they love.
So we're sort of like you, don't like you algorithm when it comes
Yeah.
to the wedding gown. But could a bride organise a wedding today without using social media?
I think you can. I mean, it's been done before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you've just got
Yeah.
to. I think it would be hard to sort of go cold turkey and go, I'm not going to do Google or anything like that, because you've got to know where your vendors are and stuff like that. But I think you can definitely do it without
But what about
Instagram
overwhelm?
or anything.
Okay, change the
Yeah.
subject. What about overwhelm?
Yeah. So I think that's definitely happening a lot more now.
Yeah, do you feel overwhelmed?
I think there can be overwhelm. I think there
Mm-hmm.
can definitely be, and it comes and goes, which I think is the interesting thing about, say, the brides as well, because I feel it too, where something happens or you're looking at one particular interest and suddenly that's all you see in your feed for a month or 2 months, and then also it'll just disappear. And then you'll be fine for a while, and then another interest will come along and it'll just be in your feed for months, and then it'll just disappear again. So I can see how the brides can be kind of like what you said, I'm looking at hydrangea flowers right now, so they'll get bombarded with flowers, or I'm looking at my dress right now, so they'll get bombarded with the dress, or then they'll look at suits for their partner or a wedding outfit for their partner, and then they'll get bombarded with that. So I can see how it can come in waves, and if it hits you at the wrong time, you can just be completely overwhelmed and want to throw your phone in the lake.
Yes.
I can see how it happens.
It's hard because do you get prompts on your phone? Do you
Prompts
have
in
that
what way?
enabled? Well, if I
Like,
pick
what
up
do you
my
think?
phone, for probably for business purposes,
Yeah.
there are certain designers that I'm I'm watching to see
Yeah.
if they can perhaps work with us, and then you can enable the prompt to come through.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite to go, do you want to see more of this? I don't see it, I don't
Yeah.
get that prompt often, I will
Yeah.
admit. But there are a couple of videos I'll see and they'll be like, do you want to see more of this? And I'll go, no, actually I don't. Or I'll
Okay.
go,
Or the
"Yeah,
interested,
this
not
is what I'm
interested."
Yeah, the interested, not interested.
But you know, when you go into the top, you can
Yeah.
actually, when you click on say Instagram again, you can
Yeah.
click on say notifications,
Yeah.
and you can ask to be notified.
Yeah.
So I suppose the overwhelm is real, and I've felt it myself.
Yeah.
But we're also party to it as well, in the sense that we
Yeah.
can either engage or not.
But I
But we're
think as
also
well-
addicted to it, that we can't. Could you live a day without social media?
I think I've thought about it before,
Uh-huh.
and I've thought about it, and I think I spend a lot of downtime on there, and I think a lot of people spend
Oh,
a lot of
yeah.
downtime on there. So it's
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
like, I don't want to say before withdrawal, that's going severe, but it's like it would be interesting to
be,
shut
what
it
am I gonna
off
do with
and
my
go,
time?
Yeah, like what am I
For
going to do
sure.
with my time? Because
Yeah.
it's sort of, it's funny that it's all so ingrained in our life now, but it's like if you have complete turn off.
Yes.
Like what do you do? Do you get that urge to be like, it's almost like, not that I've smoked in my life, it's almost like a smoker with a cigarette to be like, I need that hit, you know what I mean? Because it is a dopamine machine at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very interesting, because our brides are telling us as well that they're getting into that overwhelm.
Yeah.
And yet we're all there. And, you know, interestingly, as we watch the world unfurl day by day, the next question, and it's probably a subject for another different conversation, is what is real and what is not real?
Yes, that can be a big like deciding factor as well. I know we've had photos brought in that have been a little airbrushed a bit too much, or we've had like weddings as well, which
Yeah.
have been so stylized to the point of so much money being spent that it's sort of like, how does the real man make a wedding like this? Like that kind of real or not real, where it's like, sure, it's real and I'm visually seeing it, but also there's been millions of dollars or hundreds of $1,000s spent on this. So it's
Yeah.
like, is it real if you're really,
Okay,
if people
'cause-
can't afford it?
Well, that's right, but the person that's affording it is affording it.
Yeah.
And is it possible? Okay, so you feel that if somebody's watching like a Bezos
Yeah.
circus type
Yeah.
wedding, that they would feel intimidated because they couldn't afford to take over an Italian city? Or township, or whatever. Where was it? Venice? I don't know where
think it may have been Venice,
Capri,
yeah.
I'm not sure where they were, but wherever they were,
Yeah.
and they took it over, and the world watched, questioning and
Yeah.
loving and laughing and
Yeah, and I think as well, it doesn't even necessarily have to be that kind of celebrity, because like they're the richest people in the world right now, or one of.
Yeah.
I think it's even say an influencer who has like the glass runways that you see, or the mirror runways that you see, and they've got like
got a thing
two
about those,
planes
haven't you?
coming over, and I just think it's that
you
kind of
always
thing.
mention the glass runway.
I just
and the
worry
mirror
about
run-
it breaking.
You want it to break. Come on, you do.
I don't want to. Not on a wedding.
You love
day.
a good slip and fall. You like a
Not
good
on a
pratfall.
wedding day. Although there have been some gowns that are way too long. I'm not going to say
Oh,
who, but they have been way too long because they're for the photo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've made the gowns way too long for the photo.
Yeah, we see them, and the bride is walking, and you almost say a quiet prayer. I hope she doesn't fall
know,
over.
and you can see them
because it's
fighting.
lapping on the floor.
Yeah, you can see them fighting through the gown, and it's like it's these sort of expectations, I think, of like for the photo, for the
Yeah.
gram, for the anything, for the social media, where you've got two planes smoking and flying overhead, and you've got the massive arches, and you've got that kind of thing where it's kind of like, it's beautiful, but it's a big, how does a person do this in the real world, you know?
Yeah,
How do
yeah.
I do this with my budget when they've obviously spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know? It's
Yeah.
obviously a TikTok star marrying an oil tycoon or something, you know what I mean?
So we've been fed so much stuff
Yeah.
that doesn't actually have any context or relevance to our love story,
Yeah.
our wedding,
Yeah.
and yet it's making an impression on us
Yeah.
to feel a certain way.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm getting from you, because I look at it and I go, well, they can do whatever they like. Let's focus on us. But I suppose if you're watching this and you're looking at and you're living in this world as we all do,
Yeah.
perceived or not real, as
Yeah.
if it's real or not, that is mine not enough? So
Yeah, that's it. I think that's the thing. Is
that's
mine
really
not
sad.
enough?
I
That's
think,
the question.
Yeah,
Where
I
it's-
think that's like, forget about what everybody else is doing. You do what you want to do.
Yeah.
But bringing it back around full circle to the concept of the dress and the gown,
Yeah.
it's not going away. And
No.
if we find, it doesn't matter what I'm trying to find a dress for Shanali's wedding at the moment.
Yeah.
And I'm on a lesser level, but I'm experiencing, okay, there's so many. And
Yeah.
it's not from the point of view of I dislike my choice, but it's from the point of view of which one do I choose?
Yeah.
And if some of them are overseas or in another place, how do I get them to me to try them on?
Yeah.
When I've just been in a salon like Bluebell Bridal and I loved the gown, is the message to our brides to say, well, you could look until the cows come home, you can look and look and look, trust what you tried because you had it on, you were experiencing it in the moment, you had the feels, go with that and don't put yourself under any more pressure. So
Yes.
what do you think if I say that to you?
Yes.
What do you feel your brides would respond if they heard that?
Well, I agree with that, and I think the brides agree with that as well. I do think if I'm thinking like a bride, there's always that tinge of, but what if?
Uh-huh.
But I think me as a stylist, and it's hard because I know I can be quite callous, you've got to have an air of practicality to your search. Like to me, if there's a gown
Great advice,
that's
Mark.
in
Yeah.
England or it's in America and it's only available there in that one boutique, unless you're...
And they're only making 4 of them.
That's it. They're only making 4 of them. It's from a rare spider silk that takes 4,000 years to cultivate.
Yeah, and they're $35,000.
That's it. They're $35,000 and you wanted to spend
5.
half of that, 5, which,
Or half of that, yeah, that'd be
that,
great.
exactly,
yeah.
half of that. You only
Yeah.
want to spend $1,000.
Yeah.
So with that, are you realistically going to, one, pay that much, pay for flights over there, stay there for the length of the alterations process?
Yeah.
If you're not going to, it's not your dress. And same for like here as well, if you're looking locally.
Yeah.
And kind of what you said, I think a lot of our brides are practical in that, does it fit the venue? Does it fit your space? Does it fit any requirements
budget.
you had? Does
Yeah.
it fit your budget? That can be a big
Yeah.
one.
And
that
also
I've
your
had
calendar.
lately.
How time poor are our brides?
That's it. Your calendar, is it going to arrive with enough time for you to have your alterations done in a stress-free environment or as stress-free as you can make it?
Yeah.
And is it going to give you that
Yeah.
feeling on the wedding day? Because I think that's still an important feeling. You don't just want to buy a dress because it's completely practical. You still want to
Yeah.
feel amazing in it. But yeah, I think there's the looking for the next one to come along. After a while, I think you have to, I hope this doesn't sound rude, but after a while you have to sort of put your big girl pants on and go, this is my selection. I love them all. What fits most my wedding? And go with it and trust yourself. I think after a while you can't just sit there and go, oh, woe is me, I want all of them. You know, you have to at some point go, yep, this is my dress.
Yeah.
And I'm confident in that decision and I want to go with it
Yeah,
and love it.
Yeah, absolutely, because at the end of the day, the algorithm is going to give you concept and idea.
Yeah.
It's your responsibility to personalise that in
Yeah.
a way that's practical,
Yeah.
whilst keeping, the excitement of what planning a wedding is.
Yeah, exactly. And like procrastinating waiting for the one, like the one dress, you're going to end up making yourself more stressed than if you'd gone with the one you loved at the start and then tried to, say, order it with 4 months to go to your wedding, paying extra for rush fees and then trying to alter it in a week. You know,
Yes.
if you'd just gone, this is my dress, I'm going to go for it.
Yeah.
Instead of, I'm going to wait and see if something else pops up. That's not, the something else isn't real, you know what I mean?
That's right, exactly. And as we discussed, it could be overseas, it could not be released until...
it could be AI generated.
It could be AI generated because they're getting smart and getting clever, aren't
They are.
they?
Yeah, they are.
The whole world is changing. So
Yeah.
choose your gown, take your time, allow yourself enough time,
Yeah.
and it always comes back to the same principle. Put it on, love it, trust yourself, and say yes.
Yeah. Say yes.
Say yes. Yes.
And love yourself. Trust yourself.
Yeah, because the end of the day, an interesting takeout, that your wedding, it isn't content.
Yes.
It's your day, it's your way, in a way that is personalised and unique and full of love, because that's what we're seeing as well. It's more about the love of the people coming together than I've seen over many, many years. It's less formal and it's more about the love. So brides, stick with that and you should be okay. Or ask us lots of questions about it. You know a lot.
Yeah, ask us about it. Ask us about timelines. Ask us about social media. We can figure out what's best for you.
That's right, because we
That's what we're
live
here
there
for.
permanently, don't we? It's
We do.
the
We
world
do. We
we're
live there
in.
permanently. So if you like this video of us diving into the perils of social media and how it can influence your wedding gown decision, please give a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, where there'll be more hard-hitting topics like this and more fun along the way.